A triple shooting in Northeast Philly leaves 2 men dead and another in the hospital. Their family starting off the new year on a very difficult note. Our Jennifer Lee is live at police headquarters. And Jen, you were in touch with one of the victims' family?
Yes, that's right. Philadelphia police have not identified any of the shooting victims, but I did have a chance to speak with one family member. He shared some very kind words about his loved one and says this is a terrible loss for his family. A family member providing us with this picture of Louis Colon, described as a man who loved his family and was always helpful to others. The family member says Colon, in his mid-50s, was killed in a shooting just feet away from his home in Philadelphia's Oxford Circle neighborhood. Police responded to the shooting just after 11 a.m. New Year's Day. Neighbors on Oakland Street say they heard arguing, followed by gunfire.
It happened this morning. Everybody thought it was fireworks at first.
So I came to the door here and I saw the black Chrysler taken off. And I came over and I grabbed Paul because I opened my door and I said, Louis down on the ground.
He ran down to see if he could help, but he was already gone.
He was a good friend of mine. He's a nice guy. He texted me last night, Happy New Year's. You know, I texted him back, so what are you going to do?
An eyewitness snapped this photo of a black Chrysler speeding away after a gunshot victim was pulled into the car. We reached out to police to see if the car is part of the investigation. Police say 2 male victims were taken to Temple University Hospital by private car. They say one victim was pronounced dead shortly after arriving. PPD says that private car is being held by police. A family member says Colon was pronounced dead at Jefferson Torresdale Hospital. Neighbors say Colon was always friendly and helpful. They say he'll be greatly missed.
Louis would do anything for anybody. I mean, he helps all the neighbors out.
I feel bad for his family, but I also feel bad for everybody involved, not just his family, the other people too, because there's somebody somewhere that just lost another son.
It was just a sad event, a terrible way to start off the new year.
PPD says homicide detectives are investigating. If you have any information about this triple shooting, reach out to police at 215-686-10.
Now we don't have to worry because the people who suspected of doing this have been caught. So let's get over into that video.
Big story on Action News this noon is arrests made in connection with a deadly New Year's Day shooting in Northeast Philadelphia.
Authorities there announced this morning that Cara Williams-Reeve and Tyreek Williams are both in custody and charged with murder. Investigators say they both played a role in a shootout that left 2 people dead.
Action News reporter Elizabeth Worthington is live at the scene on the 7100 block of Oakland Street with more on the victims and the confrontation that led to that deadly gunfire. Elizabeth.
Yes, Aaron, Christy, the street is quiet today, but neighbors described a really chaotic scene here yesterday, just after 11 o'clock, that unfolded on New Year's Day. You can still see a piece of crime tape and a medical glove lying in the street here yesterday. One of the men who was shot and killed on this street lived on this block for years, and everyone we've talked to said he was a really good person who did not deserve this. Investigators say it all started when 4 people showed up to the home of 52-year-old Louis Colon on the 7100 block of Oakland Street to confront his stepdaughter. Police say the offenders were family members of her ex-boyfriend, who was not present at the scene. The confrontation turned violent when police say 44-year-old Cara Williams-Reeves and another unidentified woman began assaulting Colon's stepdaughter and his wife on their front lawn. When Colon tried to intervene, police say 21-year-old Kadir Tull and Tyreek Williams pulled out guns. Investigators say Colon then pulled out his own gun and a shootout ensued.
You don't come to somebody's house and start shooting people. I mean, it was uncalled for.
Colon, Tull, and Williams were all shot. Colon was taken to the hospital by police, where he passed away. Police say Tull and Williams were driven to Temple University Hospital by the car they showed up in at Colon's house. Tull died. Williams suffered a gunshot wound to the hand. He and Cara Williams-Reeves were arrested and charged with murder. Neighbors say Colon lived on the block for years and was known as a generous man.
Where me and my next door neighbor, we're going to go down tomorrow morning. We're going to go talk to the family. We want to give them a little time to, be by themselves. But
So hold on. So your stepdaughter family members of your stepdaughter's ex-boyfriend came to confront your stepdaughter. They got into a fight. You, as the stepfather, of course, going to jump in, try to break it up. People nowadays, especially young people, or not just, well, especially young people, don't like to fight with their hands. So they pull out a gun, shootout happens, and people die. The world is a crazy place. The world is a crazy place.
Whatever they need, everybody's here to help them. It's rough. I mean, it was his stepdaughter. So she's taking it hard.
Now, these deaths mark the first 2 homicides recorded in the city of Philadelphia in 2026, and it all happened before noon on New Year's Day. We're live here in Northeast Philadelphia. Elizabeth Worthington, Channel.
Absolutely crazy. It is a tragic situation at that, but let's get over, and you know how we got to do the AI breakdown. Let's get over into it. Okay, so as we know, it happened on the 7100 block of Oakland Street, New Year's Day. So the violence reportedly began with a physical confrontation on the front lawn of the family members related to the stepdaughter's ex-boyfriend. I want to know how old the stepdaughter is. I don't know if they'll give us that information. I'll look and see. When 52-year-old Lewis attempted to intervene to protect his family, which you would, and he was confronted with 2 armed men, leading to a shootout. He pulled out his gun, suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the chest, and was pronounced dead at Jefferson's Hospital. I'm not even going to try to say the name. One of the alleged attackers suffered multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at Temple University Hospital. And then Tariq sustained a gunshot wound to the hand and is in stable condition. So arrest and charges. So Philadelphia police have arrested 2 individuals in connection with the fatal encounter. So that's that Kara Wees, 44, and Tariq Williams were charged on Friday, today, with murder and other related charges. I wonder how, let me see. See if they give us anything. How old was the stepdaughter? That's the main thing. Let's see, how old is he? While current reports from the early 2026 identify the stepdaughter to her age is not specifically, has been released for public record. Okay, we don't know anything about so one of them was 21. He's dead. The 20. So most likely this is just my inference. The daughter is around 20, 21 years old, probably a little bit older than that. I wonder why because they didn't mention the boyfriend coming. I wonder why the boyfriend didn't show up, or the ex-boyfriend. Why did they come to start a fight? Why did they come and start a fight in the first place? There's a lot of questions, and we probably won't get the answers, but 2 more deranged, crazy people are off the street. Crazy people are off the street. It's a crazy situation. Golly. He tried to protect his own stepdaughter, but ended up dying for stupid reasons. I'm happy that they have been caught, and they're going to face the punishment for their actions. Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world, but we got to review the world together. We have to review the world together.